All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin podcast. Skinny D and the Sandman here in the barbershop once again. I think this is episode 21.
21, baby.
Yeah, 21. That's cool. If this is your first time seeing us, check us out. We got a bunch of other videos, 20 other ones besides this one. They're all about an hour long, so you can binge watch us wherever you're at. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube, like our videos, do all that stuff, and tell your friends. Have you seen that they're doing a Fresh Prince reboot?
I did.
Yeah, are you a fan of that?
I was a fan of the original.
Yeah, like do you like? I think that's one they can just not touch. I think there's some stuff that they should
leave it alone.
That they shouldn't reboot. You don't need to reboot.
Leave it alone.
Like, don't worry
Uncle
about it.
Phil's gone for one.
Yeah, it's a whole new cast. Will Smith, I would assume he's like a producer or something, but I don't know how involved he is.
Yeah, and how goofy is he gonna act? He's what, 50? You know?
Oh, he's not even in it.
He's not even gonna be in it.
Nah,
yeah,
no.
I'm not behind it. I probably won't watch it.
Yeah, a whole new cast.
Roseanne, I remember day one. Yeah, that was one of my shit. But the new, what is it? The Connors.
We love
now.
Roseanne. Yeah, the Connors.
Yeah, it's whack to me now, in my opinion. One that they really, really, really fucked up, in my opinion, now that we're on this subject, was Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know how.
Did they do a new series, or are you talking about the movie?
Nah, the movie.
You didn't like it?
Man, that shit was so wet. Dukes, the series, the show, it wasn't a comedy. It wasn't a comedy, dog.
I don't think I've ever seen a single episode of the
Man, binge watch some
show.
Dukes of Hazzard. Man, there was serious shit happening in Hazard County, man. First of all, they were bootleggers.
Okay.
That's
why Boss Hogg's always on them.
That's why they had the car. They were always running through the mountains. They were fucking bootleggers, man. Never did they actually show the liquor in the show.
Right.
But if you listen to the theme song,
it was implied.
Yeah.
Okay.
These dudes was bootleggers. That's what the car was for. And if you go back to the history of NASCAR, that's kind of how it started. Bootleggers in the hills of West Virginia and
Didn't know that.
Georgia and shit.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, man. Dukes Hazzard all day.
There's still a bunch of people bootlegging.
Still a bunch of motherfuckers bootlegging. Left turn
booze
only.
to those NASCAR shows.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard. What did they made a series? What is it? Didn't they do Conan? Did they do Conan?
I'm not sure. But I don't know. There's just some stuff that they don't need.
Yeah,
Like this new Matrix movie. I don't know. Have you seen the trailer?
No.
I'm not about it.
Man, I'm gonna blow you away. I've never seen part 1 or 2.
You never seen the Matrix at all?
I was in a joint.
Oh shit.
When all that shit was popping. My cousin just told me yesterday I need to watch that shit.
Yeah, you do. Damn, you never seen the original Matrix?
No, I've never seen it.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm not really a sci-fi guy. I
yeah.
Can't,
Okay.
You know, I can read it.
Okay.
All day, but I just can't watch it.
I don't know. It's good. Keanu Reeves, man.
That's my guy too.
Hey,
that's my guy.
What's your favorite Keanu Reeves movie?
Damn.
Point Break. He's like, I am an FBI agent.
Damn. Yeah, it'd probably be that one because everybody was in that
boy
shit.
Accent.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
who else
Everybody was in that. Patrick Swayze. Everybody was in that one, man. Yeah, I probably had to go with that one because it was from the 90s.
Point Break. Yeah, that's a good one. Bill and Ted. You watch Bill and Ted?
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, those are
I didn't
right.
really get into it. I think they're going to remake that one too.
First one's okay. I think they already did.
But it's them.
Yeah. It's like a sequel because they made 2 and then this one's a sequel.
Okay.
I don't really like when they do that either. Like they made the Dumb and Dumber sequel like 20 years later.
The first Dumb and Dumber, that shit was hilarious.
That's a good one.
That shit was hilarious,
yeah,
man.
That's a funny movie.
I guess I gotta add that to the list of movies I would watch if it was on. I would watch that.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber was my shit.
Jim Carrey kind of scares my wife.
He's a scary motherfucker, man.
Kind of.
Yeah,
his face, the way he can contort his face.
Yeah, there's 2 kinds of people that scare me, and that's people that can emulate other people to the point where you're like, what the fuck? And magicians.
So like people doing real good impressions?
Really good.
As sketches you got?
Like, have you seen him, like, when he did Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
Like, oh, man.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck?
His like whole face changes.
How do you study that shit?
It's weird. I don't know. Some people just got it.
Yeah, man. Then Robert De Niro. Yeah, that scares me. And magicians, like, what was his name? David Blaine. Chris Angel.
What the hell is that show on Netflix? Magic for Humans?
Have
you watched that on Netflix?
Nah.
Dude, you got to watch that.
Them motherfuckers scare me, man.
He does some shit that's crazy.
I'm cool with clowns, but them motherfuckers, the real ones, I ain't talking about the rabbit out the hat motherfucker. I'm talking about these motherfuckers. This motherfucker put his arm through this dude's body. And all 1,500 motherfuckers standing on the sidewalks looking at this, man.
Right.
That's not shit you play with, man. That's just I don't like that kind of shit. That kind of shit freaks me the fuck out.
Okay, yeah, that's understandable. Well, because that's like gory stuff.
You know
what about just like making something disappear?
Yeah, just make
Like used to be a boat there now.
You know
There's
what
not.
I'm
You don't like
saying?
that either? Is that still
like
the stuff the guy does on Magic for Humans is like it's crazy. And he just does like street magic real quick, just like with
that
with
shit
cards
freaks me
and
out.
stuff. But he does,
Any kind of magician, man, where you try to trick me. I don't like
that's
that.
part of the show.
I know, but
That's part of the show.
that's
And
why
it's all.
I
I mean, it's all fake.
that's why I don't go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, motherfucker, you ain't fucking with my reality. I came in here with it, and I'm leaving with it, motherfucker. Show me how you did that shit.
Damn. I saw on the news this week, they're trying to bring back woolly mammoths.
Who?
You see that? Some company, some like science company, I guess.
What's the name of it again?
The company?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but they got $15 million in funding. They're gonna try to alter the DNA of current elephants because I guess the DNA is the same. It's just like the genes that made them hairy and the genes that made them bigger, just like they got shut off.
Yeah.
So they think they figured out how to turn them back on.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So they wanna breed a couple of them and then just let them loose in Siberia. Colossal Biosciences is the name of the country or the company. Yeah, they're trying to.
They've already done it, bro.
They're trying to bring that thing back.
It's already been done. They've already done it.
I don't think so.
They've been doing shit like that, bro.
Yeah, they've been trying.
Yeah, they've been trying.
Yeah,
and
I think they've done it on a smaller scale. Like they've probably done it with like
success, but they successively have fucked up. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, we've created some shit. It ain't what we were trying to create.
right.
But we got some shit right here. Get rid of it. Let him loose in Siberia.
Well, I mean, that's how stuff gets invented, you know?
You
like,
dig?
Shit's
I mean,
an accident.
fuck,
like
man.
I think Velcro was an accident.
Silly putty was an accident.
Yeah, they're trying to do some other shit, and they're
Bubble
like,
gum was an accident.
I made something cool. But yeah, that'd be, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Is it a little too much like...
Y'all fucking with...
Like, yeah, fucking with nature.
Y'all fucking with nature. You fucking with God there.
Yeah,
you fucking
maybe.
with,
or is it just is it maybe more like undoing something that we did? Because the only reason they're gone is because we hunted them to death.
Because they were killing us.
Yeah.
We were probably food to them motherfuckers.
Nah, from woolly mammoths, they eat like grass.
Oh yeah, them. Yeah. Them.
Yeah, we were killing them to make clothes out of them
and shoes and shit. Yeah.
Eat for a month. Yeah, so they got hunted into extinction. Like
but
a lot.
They say
they
were what 3-4 times bigger than original elephants.
I'm not sure.
And them long ass tusks. Oh, they were definitely cute. They were definitely killing us.
Tusks. Yeah.
Yeah, they were definitely.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably only when we were coming up and stabbing them, like coming up on them sleeping like.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that kind of shit.
It says they're about the same size as modern elephants.
Are they?
Yeah. A little bigger.
I'm
very
sure.
hairy,
I'm sure.
very long tusks.
Yeah, I don't go ahead and fuck with it if you want to. Yeah, that's some freaky shit there to me.
Yeah, it's weird.
I can think of much.
I mean, it's a little too Jurassic Parky.
You know, and exactly. You know what I'm saying? All y'all got fucked up in that motherfucker. There was lives lost in that part.
It wasn't a good idea to begin with.
I mean,
but now we're like,
I can think of much more better shit to
mammoths.
fuck with than ancient fucking animals. I mean,
yeah.
I feel like, that would be kind of freaky too. Bringing people back.
Oh, yeah,
just leave that shit alone, man.
Yeah,
stop.
people. Yeah, don't.
Just
not
stop.
people. Not
just
people.
Stop.
Not
just
people.
Don't fuck with
woolly mammoths is all right. I'm all right with woolly mammoths. People, not so much. There's a company that I heard of a while ago. I don't remember the name of it, but they wanted to clone people's pets. You know, so like your pet dies and then you just get a new one that's just like it.
Yeah, I did see that.
But
back in I think it was 88 or 89, and this goat just had a birthday, or is a sheep or something.
Oh yeah, Dolly the sheep.
Yeah,
man.
they did that.
Yeah.
They did that back, and they showed that shit on TV to us, man. And we were like, "What the fuck ever?"
Yeah, that was like the first clone.
That was it. That they did that on TV when I was junior high. I remember that shit. And that goat is still alive. Yeah. They've been doing that shit.
I don't know. I think that'd be too freaky.
My daughter had a science fair when she was still in middle school. And we went, right? And there was this fucking cow, right?
Yeah.
And out of the corner of my eye, you know, we had to go station to station. But out of the corner of my eye, I'm seeing people, like, put their fucking arm in the side of this cow, bruh.
In the side of it?
Yeah. So I'm like, I go through the little shit with my daughter. I'm trying to rush. You know, I'm like, yep. And I'm trying to get over here to this cow, right?
Yeah.
And man, there was a hole, about a 12-inch hole with a fucking flap over the cow. You could go lift this flap and put your arm in there and feel, you know, because cows have what, two or three stomachs or some shit like that, and feel the process of the grain. I think it was about the grain that it was eating or something, how it passed through them better than grass or something. So I'm like, what the fuck? So you know me. Yeah. You know, I'm good before I go in. You know, I gotta get good. So I got questions, and I'm like, hold up, man. He can't feel that shit.
It was alive?
Yeah, dog. It was standing there eating the grain and shit.
What the fuck?
I'm like, hey, man, he can't feel that? Like, he ain't flinching? Nothing. He's like, no. Big old cowboy motherfucker. Was happy to tell me, too. He's like, I got one of these black guys. I'm gonna fuck with him. You know what I mean? I'm like, motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck with you. And I think we both succeeded. But anyway, so I'm like, man, he don't feel that shit? He said, no. Go ahead and have a stab. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, nah.
So my daughter's like, I want you, daddy. I'm like, no. I'm like, fuck no. My wife, she's from a farm, as you know. Yeah. She's like, I've never seen no shit like that in my fucking life. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, what's the fucking
What's up, man? He's like, well, it basically telling me it was genetically engineered. So I'm like, my smart ass, so I'm like, it's not a real fucking cow then. And he just so I'm like, where you put him at? You know, like when you you know, he's like, we put him right in the pasture with the other cows. I'm like, he don't try to hit no ass. He don't try to like, you know, like, he was like, nah, I'm like, the cow's not real, bro. You know what I mean? I can't.
Well, I mean, it's right there.
Yeah, but I'm like, man, y'all, so there you go. They've been doing this, man. They had a fucking cow with a hole in his body. Yeah, freakiest shit I ever seen in my life.
I've never even heard of that. That's
freakiest shit I ever looked in my life.
Damn. Yeah, I think having your pet cloned would be weird because it wouldn't be the same.
It wouldn't be, you know what I mean?
Know, like our dogs they all have their little things they do or don't do.
Like you can never rename your dog. Like there'll never be another Bohannon. I can't.
Yeah, if they could clone it and make one that looks exactly like him, you know, which I guess he's just a black pug. So
he's just a black pug.
That ain't hard. But if they could clone a dog that looks exactly like our dog, because sorry for talking about this, wife, but when our dogs die, she's gonna be like devastated. Like she's pretty worried about it. She like thinks about it now. She like has a
okay.
Yeah, you know, she's like, fuck.
Okay.
I'm gonna be so sad when this happens, and I'm like, man, it's not gonna happen for a while.
It's all good. It's all good.
But every time I say that, it gets a little closer. You
Maternal instinct is it's a real thing.
It's not gonna happen for a while. It's not gonna happen for a while. But yeah, she's gonna be devastated, man. Well, and even if we could clone one that was, you know, in theory exactly the same, it wouldn't be
him. It's not
there's no.
It's not gonna be my guy.
No way to replace it. That just seems like, I don't know, that business model just seems like just preying on desperate people.
Desperate people, because you know there's going to be some freaky ass requests.
Well, yeah, I mean, people who are devastated that their dog died and they want it back, and then, okay, give me $50,000 and I'll give you a dog that looks the same.
I ran my dog over and broke every bone in his body. God. Can you help me?
Oh, God. We need a new dog now before our daughter gets home.
Nah, man, yeah. There's
weird.
Some freaky shit.
It's weird. It just seems
the shit we heard about back in 88, 89 that we never, ever, ever, ever thought. It's here. It's been here.
Yeah.
They doing it. Yeah. So it's really freaky to me. Because we never ever thought we would see shit like that. Cloning.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a real ethical gray area. Cloning.
That's a dirty game. That's a
cloning.
Dirty game.
Cloning whole people? No, not about it. For the record, not for cloning.
That's
people.
Like, what do they call those?
They could clone like organs and like you need an organ donor.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
all day.
I'm fine with that.
All day. Yeah. All day. Do that shit. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they can grow like a liver for somebody who needs
we got you, homie.
That's awesome. I'm about that.
We got you.
But I don't know, cloning whole animals or cloning. What about cloned meat? Would that be?
They've been doing that.
Yeah,
bro.
but
they've been doing that.
I think I'd be fine with it.
They've been doing that. China, they've been doing that.
I think I'd be fine. I wouldn't have a problem. I don't really care. necessarily. If it comes from
like
instead of it coming from a live animal, they just grow the meat. They just grow a T-bone steak.
Oh,
there's no animal involved that way. But it's the same. The genetic makeup of it is still. It would be.
I get what you're saying.
Like you can't. Like there's no difference.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I think there's companies that are already starting to do.
Even
that.
I as a vegan.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be okay. Like vegan wise, like
if I was to eat meat,
yeah.
And this is the dope thing about the grocery store, our spot that we shopped at. Never ever at any other grocery store would I see like the beef at Fresh Time would be like from Norfolk, Grand Island, Cozad, somewhere in Nebraska.
Yeah,
and they would display that. Mm-hmm. So I'm like. And some farms are organic, some aren't.
We get our meat from a little butcher shop in Belmont.
At the butcher shop.
Yeah.
See, he's probably
it's just
might be going to get his shit himself still.
Well, yeah, it's like their animals. It's like their farm.
Yeah, it's his farm. Okay, yeah. See,
like
that makes sense.
He butchers them himself.
Yeah.
And the meats. Let me tell you, dude. The meat. Not that you care, but
I know it's different.
The meat's good, man.
It's
a lot better. It's a lot better. Like going to Walmart and getting beef or getting beef from a butcher shop.
Does he do
completely different?
Does he do kosher cut? Do you know?
I have no idea. But he has a bunch of cool. Like we get like tortilla encrusted chicken, shit like that.
I'm sure he does.
He does like the pre-marinate. We get like pre-marinated steaks. All that.
I'm sure
shit
he does kosher then.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's real good. So if you're listening and there's a butcher shop in your area, I mean,
not many left.
Yeah, try it out. They're usually family owned, small business, very cool, and you actually know where it's coming from, and the shit tastes real good. Not that Damon cares about that, but the shit tastes real good.
I had a homeboy, man, was a butcher, real butcher.
Yeah. I don't have the stomach for that. I don't think. I mean, I like to eat meat.
And then go, yeah.
I don't want to know how the sausage gets made.
Yeah, I mean, and then go home. I'm like, oh, bro, man. And every time we go over there, he got slabs of shit that, like, I know what a rib, I know steaks, pork chop, chicken wings. Mm-hmm. Chicken thighs, chicken breasts. I can look on the grill like, I see you got a few breasts on there, right?
Right.
This dude, you be like, man, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? He just a hunk of just shit in there. I'm like,
some people want those weird cuts.
Like dog, that shit don't even look good, man.
Did you ever have to eat like chicken feet or pickled pig's feet or anything?
You know what,
like that?
Bro? No.
I have successfully avoided that.
No.
I've been offered it a few times, but I've never.
And this is where a lot of people are like, dog, are you black? I've never, like, I fucking hate watermelon. I ain't never had no chitlins. You don't know what those are, do you? You kind of looked at me like, chitlins, bro. Chitlins or chitterlings. What did that sound to you? Let me say it slow. Chitterlings.
I don't know. I've not.
Chitlins, bro. Shitlins.
What is it?
It's a pig's asshole track.
What?
That's what the slaves had to deal with back in the day. They got the scraps. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And us being the resilient motherfuckers that we are, they put some of this on it, put some of that on it, and it became a gourmet fucking meal.
That makes sense. I never even thought of that.
And again, as a vegan, that's what's been killing black people forever. That shit ain't soul food, man. That shit kills your fucking soul.
Yeah.
Neck bones, ham. Still to this day I don't know what a ham hock is.
Let's find out, I guess.
Neck bones. I don't know what animal the neck bone comes from, but I remember my mom like, yeah, I would not eat that shit, man. I think I was vegan when I was 8. I just didn't know.
It's the bottom half of the pork leg.
Oh, what?
Bottom half of the pork leg.
That's a ham hock?
Yeah. It's a ham hock.
Yeah, hawks. Oh my God. So,
It's a 4-inch section of bone surrounded by collagen and some meat, all encased in a thick band of fat and skin. So it's like the shitty part of the leg, I guess. Like you gotta work real hard to get to the meat, apparently.
Pig feet and shit. Nah, pig ears.
Yeah.
Like in the hood, you can go in a gas station, there'd be a big ass pickle jar, pig feet, and on the other side, pig ears. And motherfuckers with in there with them tongs and shit. I'm like, and when you open that bitch up, Dog, you'll clear a war zone with that shit. Just open up a fucking pickled pig feet fucking jar, bro. Everybody gonna surrender, bro. I promise you. That shit, and don't have your good clothes on because you'll have to go home and change if that shit gets into your clothes.
Damn.
And I'd be like, man, this dude sitting here eating fucking pig feet and pig ears.
Doesn't look good to me.
Nah, bro.
Nothing about that looks appetizing, and I like pork.
Nah.
I look at other pieces of pork and say that looks good.
Nah,
Pig
not
feet,
that shit.
Pig feet, not some. I do like cow tongue a lot.
Oh my God. Oh man. Homeboy tricked us with that shit one time. That shit was fire, man. The shit was fire,
it's
man.
Good, man.
My homeboy Omar Montalongo, man.
Super tender, man.
Oh my God. That shit. I was so pissed after he told us that shit though. I didn't eat at his house no more after this.
But you liked it though?
It was fire, man. It was fire. But I was like, nope, can't do it now.
Yeah, can't trust
you could have just never told me.
Yeah.
But I was gonna find out eventually.
Yeah, that was real good. Now I get anytime we go to the taco truck and stuff, I'm looking for tongue now.
Cow tongue tacos.
Yeah, man.
Well, shit, good. Man. You in there, dog. You got to eat that shit now, dog. Shit. Yeah, cow tongue. Nah. Love Mexican food, but the cow tongue. Or like I said, my homie Omar and them, man, they had the whole pig on the stick just turning. And, man. And I was like, nah, I guess I'm just going to have to go to Burger King or something real quick because I'm not eating that shit, man. It was just turning. They taking turns. Everybody taking turns turning. And I'm like, I'm not eating that
I don't really
shit.
Like that either.
That shit just looked crazy to me, man.
Those restaurants where you order the fish and they just give you like the fish is just on the plate,
whole head, tail, and shit. I'd be like, you about to eat that shit, bro? Nah, can't do it, man.
Yeah,
can't do it. I need colors in my food.
Yeah, that's true. So we talked about what getting out of the Marine Corps is like and what getting out of prison is like.
Right.
I think we should also talk about. My bad. The music volume crept up on it. I think we should also talk about the day we got out. You know, like that day, like woke up in the morning. What was it like? And I mean, you can talk about each one, I guess, and how each one. I only have the one, but yeah, you can talk about the first one. You can talk about the last one. You can talk about all of them. But yeah, so we talked about what it was like to come home after. But I think the day I got out was an important day, you know.
I don't remember the first one. That was over 20 years ago.
Mm.
The second one, I don't remember. Yeah, I do. But that one didn't matter. The most important one, especially, was this third one.
Yeah, obviously.
Because like I said,
for sure,
I'll segue kind of back a little bit where I was fucked up, man, by how quick I got back into the swing of the prison life.
Right.
So
yeah.
I had
you mentioned that a little bit a couple weeks ago.
You know what I mean? I had that mental attack where I was like, what the fuck?
Sure.
You know what I mean? I had a flat 5 to do because I beat a habitual criminal. So I was like, damn, you know, I got 5 years to do. You know what I mean? So them years go by, man, and that day I got the night before it rained like a motherfucker, man, and the power went out in the prison.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, man, and it wasn't a good time.
No, probably not.
That's the time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm laying in my rack like, fuck. And a lot of old heads, you know, like the old heads, they'll check themselves into protective custody, not because they're afraid, not because, you know, they there's anything waiting for them on the yard, but just to have that peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I ain't doing that shit because that's just like being in a hole. But I remember it rained so much that night, and I got out the next morning, man, and I remember it was like that first day of school in first grade. All the smells. Yeah. You know what I mean? All I was missing was that big fat ass apple my mom used to give me every morning to walk to school with. Sure. My mom used to give me I haven't found these apples since then, but yeah, that's what it reminded me of, and I was like, okay, it can be that. Mm-hmm. It can be that, because I remember that day vividly. Yeah, I liked school. I love school. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, this switch has finally come up for me, where I'm seeing shit clearly. I got a vision. I know where it is. I know where it's at. I know what to do. I'm ready.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Everything was brand new to me. Literally, the whole city, everything was brand new.
Yeah, there's a bunch of new buildings.
Just a bunch of new shit, new buildings. And I won't say
probably a lot more people.
A lot more people, a whole lot more people. And I won't say I was forced, not really forced, but I was ready to meet new people.
Mm-hmm.
Where before that lifestyle, new friends would have been a danger to me.
Right.
Where I had the exact opposite frame of mind at this time. But I remember the first thing I needed was a phone, because I was, had plans and shit. So I remember I go get a phone, man, and by this time it's all touchscreen and shit, bro.
And you went in with buttons?
I went in with buttons.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, it fucked me up, man. I mean, in there, like I said, when you use your phone, you gotta, first of all, you gotta put your language, and that could be 1 through 5, however many languages they got on there. Then you put your inmate number in. Then you gotta put the PIN number in. So I don't know how many numbers that is. Probably about 10 to 14 different digits, So I'm doing that shit. Getting frustrated and shit, because I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, man. So when shit didn't start popping off for me, is as I saw it in there, that's when I started. My dad used to call it that push-pull effect. Mm. You know what I mean? Then I lost my dad probably within that first 2 weeks I got out.
Damn.
Yeah, man, I lost my dad, man. And I had went down to the barber board, met him. But I had to have this meeting with them the same night my dad's wake was. Shit. And this is all,
pretty quick.
All pretty, I'm like, fuck, man. But here I am today, man. That first day of prison, like I said, it was the first day of school in first grade after it rained all night.
Yeah, okay. So what's it like being a short timer in prison? Like, I'm sure your shit probably changes once you get to.
For me, it was
like once you get to a certain window of getting out, you're probably more worried about.
For me, it was nerve wracking as fucking hell, man. Because I was involved in shit.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I wasn't a shot caller. I ain't gonna sit here and lie like a lot of other motherfuckers do. But I was definitely a sergeant. You know what I mean? And I played my role. I played my role very good.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, and by the end of my time, you know what I mean, there were some falling outs. There was some trust that was lost between some other people. So I distanced myself naturally. You know what I mean? And that's not always looked at as a good thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm walking the yard now by myself, just with my gloves on, my boots tied, ready. Thank God nothing ever had happened. You know what I mean? But my last 30 days, I got out clean. Yeah, I say I got out clean, but it was very, 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 very nerve-wracking, man.
So it gets real stressful.
Gets real stressful.
Shit.
Real stressful.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't really know about the next guy, but like I said, I was involved in shit, so I really had to stiffen up a lot more than probably I had, in my previous 2 numbers.
Right. Yeah. Damn. And then. So like the night before, like I guess it was weird for you because the power was out, but like what's going through your mind? What are you doing?
No sleep.
Nothing.
No sleep.
Just laying in bed, staring at the ceiling.
Sleep. And me, I ain't packing shit yet.
I
ain't packing nothing yet. I ain't nothing until they say,
well,
well,
you're not gonna believe it till you
roll
see
up.
it. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, I was a motherfucker, man. I didn't Colorado, Missouri, Kansas, Iowa. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I left my ID in the homie's car in Iowa once, and the police pulled him over, and they found my ID. And they're like, where's this motherfucker at? Fuck the homie called me. He's like, man, they worried about you in my city. So, you know what I mean? I was doing shit, man. So I always knew, this might be something else. every time I would pay a bond in the county, they'd be like, yeah, you need $1,200. Bet. Bow. You need 500 more. Man, for fucking what, man? Some shit you did in Omaha. And I'm like, man, goddamn it. So that was always my luck.
Right.
So I'm like,
you weren't gonna believe you were getting out until you were.
I ain't racking
walking
up
out.
shit. And another one of the golden rules is the old heads used to tell me, man, don't leave nothing in here. Take all your shit. If you take that shit straight to the garbage can as soon as you get out. If you leave the
Oh, you leave something there, then
means you coming back.
it's kind of like there's something,
kind of like
something waiting for you.
You'll be back.
There.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I do all that shit in the fucking
so
box, man.
It's kind of like symbolic,
right? And by this time, man, we call it the gauntlet. I mean, the prison. Of course, y'all can't see it from the street, but man, that prison is probably about 6 miles. You know,
of just hallways,
just the whole, all the fucking buildings and shit in that bitch, man. But the gauntlet is one like pathway that goes all the way up to Turnkey that crosses the yard, kind of zigzags across the yard, man. And there's a few, 3 dead spots on the curbs.
Dead spots is in people can't see it.
Can't see it. Okay. The towers can't see it. The unit guards can't see it, and it's right in these bins. 1 bin, 2 bin, 3 bin. Those are the dead spots where you can get your scrap on. You know what I mean? I got this big ass box, you know what I mean? I'm walking the gauntlet, you know what I mean? And ain't nobody walking with me because I ain't telling nobody I'm about to get out. I mean, that's one thing you do. Shut the fuck up. You ain't, man, I'm about to get out next week. Oh, really? You might got a lifer over here or something. Didn't like you from jump. Like, oh, you about to get out, motherfucker? And your ass is dead. You know what I mean? So
damn,
shut the fuck up.
Shit.
Yeah, man. You don't be, you know what I mean? You don't even really tell your close homies. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And then when the internet days came, like that's when the chimos, like they started protecting the chimos and shit. And by chimo, I mean child molesters and shit. You know what I mean? Because you could, like, my first 2 numbers, like there was no internet. Well, my 3rd number, you know, no, 2nd number was kind of coming in where you can get on your jack and be like, babe, look up John Doe.
Oh, you can have them Google and see what they did.
Yeah, look up John Doe. I hit you tomorrow and give me that information. You call your girl tomorrow, what's up with John Doe? John Doe's a child molester. Oh, really? So,
dang.
Yeah, man, so that really kind of changed shit. So a motherfucker could call and be like, yo, look up D. Wilkinson. Oh, he got 2 days left? Oh. And come hit me.
Shit.
You know what I mean? So you move different. I'm moving. I'm going to the soda machine. I'm still fucking with the girly mags, you know what I mean? Just like, you know what I mean? I think I might have hit my meat the night before I got out to prep myself. You know, I think that's all I did, you know what I mean? I stayed in the unit and didn't really march around until that morning, man, and I had to walk the gauntlet, man, and that's probably the most nerve-wracking time.
Shit. So you don't say bye to anybody?
Nah, hell no. Fuck these motherfuckers.
See you later,
matter of fact, dog, what I told them, I don't want to see none of you motherfuckers ever again in my fucking life. I don't want to be your fucking friend. I don't want to see none of y'all. I don't want to get together with you. None of you motherfuckers. All you motherfuckers in here are fucking sharks. You're all fucking cheats. We're all fucking opportunists. I'll cut your fucking throat before you cut mine. You know, this is my mentality back then. Like, motherfucker, you know what I mean? I made a living off robbing drug dealers. I didn't sell dope. So you out there doing what, motherfucker, selling dope, and you want me to come be your friend? Okay. All right, cool. You know what I mean? So to keep myself from going back to any of that shit, I told myself, I don't want to see none of you motherfuckers ever again in my life. I don't want to be none of your friends. Well, none of you. I didn't come in here with none of y'all as my friends. Yeah, that gauntlet walk, man. Oh my God, it makes me shiver right now.
Damn. Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking stressful, man.
It was, man. It was, because the gauntlet, you know, it's fenced in, ain't you? You gotta go through.
Nowhere you can go.
You gotta go through, and you can't cross the line. You gotta stay on the north line. The south line is for, you know, you can't. The yellow line, the infamous yellow line in prison. Some are red, some are yellow. Yeah, you can't cross that line. You gotta stay in the gauntlet, man. That's why they call it the gauntlet.
Damn.
I was like, fuck, man. I got this box. If somebody try to hit me, you know what I mean? I got this box, you know what I mean? But I was like, fuck. Made it to Turnkey.
So you like power walking?
You
on
my toes too, and you know I walk on my toes, and it was just like a movie, man. I got the Turnkey, and they gotta let you in. So it ain't like you can just walk in and go in.
Like jiggling the handle.
Yeah,
like,
come on. Somebody was like, all right then. So I turned around and shit. I still to this day, I don't know if you were talking to me or not, but I was like, ugh. Walked in that bitch, threw that box down, man. It was like, Wilkinson, man, let me up out of here. And in prison, they let you out right at 7:59. I don't know if it's a fucking joke, if there's something that, I don't know, but 7:59, you walk out with some state jeans, some state boots, a jacket, and $100 and a bus ticket wherever you want to go.
Oh, they do give you like a bus. I was gonna. My next question was gonna be they just kick you out the front door and say,
they give you a bus
see ya.
If you don't have anywhere to go, yeah, they'll give you a bus. I knew one dude. He's like, yeah, I'm going to Alaska. You know, because I was like, well, yeah, they got to give you a ticket wherever. He's like, yeah, fuck it. You know, and he got.
So you didn't even have to be like from there or have family there. You could just be like, I want to go. I want a bus ticket to L.A.
They fucking give it to you.
And they probably like that though.
They're probably like,
get the fuck out of here.
Fuck up out of here. I got a homie.
Yeah,
that got kicked out
go
of
to
Lincoln,
Alaska.
When we were like 19, 20.
Damn, that's some like wild west shit.
He's been kicked out of Lincoln for like almost 30 years, man.
He you and the horse you rode in on, man.
He can't come. His brother, his moms, and them, everybody here, man. He cannot come back to Lincoln. They told him get the fuck up out of here, man. And that's my homie, man.
Is that like a legit legal, like you got to stay, or is that just like it would behoove you if you didn't come back? You know? Is it like a legit like order, like stay out of the city limits of Lincoln?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know they could even do that.
I've known a few people that have done it, but my homie, I know for sure.
That doesn't restrict some kind of like constitutional right.
You know what, man? It's probably some 1800 ass shit.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. But you would think there would be some right to freedom of movement or something that they would.
And there is.
Yeah.
But in Nebraska,
that's so fucking
where.
The Wild
if you
West,
go down to
man.
the library down here, man, and just pull some shit out randomly from mid or early or late 1800s, and some of the laws on there, you're gonna be like wow, that are still legal,
yeah,
because they never went back and either changed it or got it the fuck up out of here or whatever. So,
yeah,
but yeah.
Well, I don't think not to drag anybody, but I don't think the senators and stuff around here even know what the fuck they're doing.
No, man.
I don't think they read.
None of these motherfuckers.
None of them know the laws.
They know how to raise some goddamn money. They know how to do that shit.
None of them know the laws. I don't think. Yeah. Oh, we accidentally collected $5 million extra. And it's like, oh, you're gonna give it back? No. No, not to.
Well, when was it?
Not to turn this into the AM radio bitch about property taxes shit.
While we're on the prison tip, what
yeah.
year was that? 10, 11, I think, when Pete Ricketts accidentally let 1,200 state prison inmates out.
Shit.
1,200. I might be fabricating the number, but I know there were over 400 inmates that were accidentally let out. I was seeing dudes at the bus stop more. I'm like, what the fuck?
How are you out here?
He should never be out. This dude will kill everything. Damn. That dude over there is a sexual predator. This dude over here is a bank robber. I was seeing dudes, and I'm like, no way these fucking dudes should be out, man. It had made me nervous. I was calling. So I was like, hold up.
You're calling non-emergency? Like, I see you.
Yeah, bro. Ask my wife, man. It was a stressful time, man. It was a stressful time. Because I was like, what the fuck, man?
You just stay home for a little while?
I did.
Okay.
And I just started barber school, man. And that shit, I was even calling. Yeah, I think it was 2010, 2011. And they swept that shit. Gathered some dudes ran, some dudes turned themselves in, some dudes had been out and started jobs and was starting families and shit, and they're like, well, you got to come back to prison, we accidentally let you out.
Fuck, that would suck.
I was like, whoa.
That would suck. That's like my Marine Corps nightmare, where they're like, you're still in, dog.
It's real deal.
Yeah, I mean, getting out of the Marine Corps is kind of the opposite of that. That's probably.
I imagine it would be.
Yeah, that's one spot where it's probably pretty different. I'm like, you start checking out of everything like a month or two before you get out. I had, because you have like every pay period, you get a certain amount of days of leave. It's like PTO, you know, you get like 2.5 hours of PTO or whatever.
Okay.
So by the time I got out, I had saved up a bunch of it. And if you have leave at the end of your contract, you can take, it's called terminal leave, where they basically just let you out early, but you're on leave and you're still getting paid. You're just using up your vacation days basically. And I had 2 months of leave days saved up, dude, and they let me take that.
They let you do that?
Yeah, dude, that shit was like unheard of. I got the paper signed, and I was like, I cannot fucking believe
they player ass shit,
I cannot believe they did this.
They let you do that? Like that?
Well, our first sergeant, he wasn't from an infantry unit. He was I don't remember what the fuck he was doing before, but he was from a non-combat type situation.
Okay.
And the Marine Corps, there's a lot of fucking strict assholes in there, but the farther away you get from infantry, it seems like the more relaxed. The more relaxed it is. Yeah. So he came from some non-infantry background. He's like, yeah, sure, take it, whatever. And I walked out of that thing. I'm like, I'm like, hey, staff.
In Cali? You were in Cali?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, staff sergeant, I got 60 days of terminal leave. He's like, what the fuck? Are you serious? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm out of here 2 months early. Yeah. And they're like, how the hell did you
fly straight back home?
That? Yeah. Well, we drove. I'll get to that too. But yeah, so you start checking out and everything pretty well in advance. And once you get like your final physical, they can't make you work out or anything anymore. So it's like a race to get all that shit done. Yeah, it's pretty chill, and you're celebrating the whole time. Being a short timer in the Marine Corps is like awesome. You just don't show up for work. You're doing whatever the fuck you feel like doing. You're partying all the time. Everybody else gets up at 5 a.m. to go PT. You can't PT anymore because you did your final physical. So you're just chilling. Damn. That's all you're doing.
Damn.
For like, it depends on how fast you can get your final physical and all that shit done, but you can chill for a good little while and then go on terminal leave. And the thing about leave, you get paid better. Because you get a food stipend, you get a little housing money while you're on leave. You get a bunch of extra money. So I stayed in for 2 extra months. I was just sitting at my wife's place. We just drove and I just moved in with her, and I just spent 2 months getting paid the best I'd ever been paid. It wasn't like a lot, but it was a lot
for
more.
Doing nothing.
Well,
shit.
Yeah, it was a lot more than like when I joined the Marine Corps. I think my paychecks were like it was like $750 every 2 weeks.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, the pay ain't good.
Damn,
pay ain't good.
Well, I guess I didn't even know y'all got paid. I didn't even know that.
Huh. Yeah, the pay's not great, so it wasn't like extravagant money when I got out, but it was pretty good.
So
it was a lot better.
When you were over there, did you still get paid?
We get paid.
How'd that work?
We get paid better, but it's not like because when you think about it, it seems like a lot. Like people come back from deployment, like oh, I saved up $20,000 because you can't save up any money or anything while you're there,
right?
But when you think about it, like you're there for 7 months and you made $20,000, you know, like that's less than $40,000 a year. It's not that good,
no,
you know. Like it's once you deploy, it's tax free and all that. It's tax free. You get combat pay. You don't really have anything to spend money on, so the money just kind of piles up in your bank account. But I think I only came back with like maybe 10,000.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like, and I didn't really spend anything while I was there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my bank account didn't look that great, but yeah, getting out, it's real cool. It's a big party. You got to turn all your shit in. If you don't, like, if you're missing a piece of gear, it's like a
okay. That was gonna be my question. Like in the movies, like you can't keep your gun, you can't keep your jacket.
You can't keep any of that shit. You have to give it back. Anything that I have from the Marine Corps is just extra shit that I probably took off somebody,
and they forgot about it. They didn't see it.
Yeah, well, they didn't know I had it. Because like. If I have 2 of something and I give 1 back, they're good as far as they're concerned because they got 1 back from me. So I'm 1 person. I have 1 jacket. I have 1 long sleeve weatherproof shirt, whatever. So as long as they get 1 back from me, it's fine. But I have some extra stuff that I guess at some point it's just I don't know.
I always wanted to know that.
When you're in the military, you just steal shit from people.
Okay. Yeah.
You just take it from each other. It's like oh, my jacket's gone, so I take somebody else's.
Penitentiary.
Somebody took my jacket, so then I take 2 other people's jackets just in case somebody takes the one that
they all look the fucking same.
like okay, so I need to steal a jacket, and then I need to steal a backup jacket. So,
but with your name,
you end up with extra
in
stuff.
Everything.
No, a lot of the stuff doesn't have our names.
See, prison, your name, your numbers on everything, every fucking thing.
Yeah, not so much. Our names are on like our camis, like our actual camis, but that was pretty much it. They had our
like when you go, like if I go in with my watch. They're gonna take my watch from me and
put your prison number,
carve my number in it.
Yeah, so I had to do that. I didn't have like a raincoat thing, and they weren't gonna let me out because of it. They're like, you're stuck until you have to file like a missing gear report and have like your commanding officer sign it. It's like a whole deal over like
hold up, dog. They wouldn't have. You would have
not until that was done. Not until that shit was resolved. Like I'm talking like over. They'll do that over like 1 glove. You know, so the easiest way to handle it, and this is kind of fucked up. The easiest way to handle it is just to get on eBay and buy one.
Buy some shit. Hurry up and get that shit.
So I paid and the shit's expensive, man. It's
my God.
Yeah, so I paid like $400 for a raincoat just to get out easier, you know. When we had these, because we have like the body armor shit, you know, with the thick plates and stuff in it.
Right.
When we trained, we had these big ones. They were practically like turtlenecks. They were huge. They were super hot. But then when we deployed, we got these cool like high speed ones. They're called plate carriers. It's basically just like a tank top with the plates in it. It just has like shoulder straps.
That shit sounds crazy as shit.
That just holds the plates. I mean, it's not a tank top. It's heavy, but it's a lot better than the other one for sure. But when we got back, they made us give them back. So when I was trying to get out, they were like, oh, you owe us a plate carrier. And I was like, no, I don't. I gave that back 2 years ago. And they were like, no, you didn't. And like plate carrier, dude, I'm talking like the sappy plates. We're talking like thousands. Yeah. And I file a missing gear report for that. And they're like, where is it? They'll be really concerned about where that is. And it's like, and the whole time it's like, I don't fucking have it. I gave it back to you 2 years ago. That's why I don't have it right now.
I would never imagine it would be that serious.
Yeah. It's like I don't fucking have it. I'm sorry. I don't have it. But they didn't believe it. And the moral of the story is to be nice to everybody, because I had a homie in supply and I called him up. I was like, look, dude, this is what's going on. And he was like, oh, it's cool. I'll just grab a plate carrier. I'll walk out. I'll hand it to you. And then you get back in line and turn it in. Wow. It's easy. And so I said, okay. So I drove up to supply and I called him. I'm like, hey, man, I'm here. He came out the back with a plate carrier. I took it. I walked in the front door. I stood in line. I said, hey, I found my plate carrier. Here it is. And they said, okay, cool. We'll take it.
Me the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Man, see, those are those moments. They were like, Damon, you got some more time to do.
yeah, it's a big deal. So you start checking out of everything. You go to like the base administration building, and you get all your paperwork in order and stuff. So I had this paperwork that said, I think I got out, I don't remember the exact day, but just for the sake of having a day, we'll say this paperwork said that my last day was going to be May 12th. So I'm
tentative release date, just like prison, man. That's crazy.
So I'm operating on this assumption that that's the day I'm gonna get out. I tell everybody, like I tell my chain of command, like, yo, I'm out on this day. I tell all my friends I'm out on this day. I fly my wife out, girlfriend at the time, fly her out. She's staying in a hotel. I drive out there. I stay the night with her. I'm like, I'm getting out of the Marine Corps today. I'm getting out of the Marine Corps. It's the best day of my life. I wake up in a super good mood. I put on regular ass clothes. I drive to base, happy as hell, listening to like Walking on Sunshine or something, you know. And then I go to the administration building to get my shit stamped and leave, and they're like, oh, you're not getting out till tomorrow.
Man.
I know. They're like, you're not getting out until tomorrow. And I show them. I'm like, I have the paper. It says May 12th. And they're like, well, our paper says May 13th. And I'm like, why is your paper different? And they're like, we don't know, but it is.
Man, that's enough to make you cry right
there.
So
fuck off, dude. I got back to the hotel, and I'm pretty sure I was. Well, I'll ask my wife. I'm pretty sure I was. But like
one day.
But everybody thinks I'm getting out. So like they have this, like, they're giving me this plaque thing. Yeah, dude. They're giving me this plaque thing. They're like I show up, everybody's in their, you know, their work shit. They're wearing their camis and stuff. They're like, oh, here's this plaque. They're like, do you want to say some stuff? And I'm like, oh, hey, it's been real. Thanks for coming, everybody. I'm out.
Oh,
nobody knows to this day. I don't think anybody even knows that I just drove off base and then stayed at the hotel. I got another night at the hotel, and then me and my wife just laid there and like watched TV and shit all day. And then I repeated it the next morning. I'm like, can I get out today?
Can I get out? Shit, am I done? Is it a wrap?
Yeah, and they're like, yeah. So then everything I own in my Mercury Cougar, me and my wife driving across the country. I think we stopped in Colorado.
Man,
about halfway,
cheesing the whole way.
Yeah, happy as hell.
Yeah.
Happy as hell.
Yeah,
but yeah, getting out of the Marine Corps is kind of sad.
Yeah,
it's a little sad because those dudes, I mean, they're your homies,
them's your
man.
bros. Yeah, them's your dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the best friends you're probably ever gonna have.
They're not sharks. They were never there to cut your throat. Yeah, a little different dynamic when it comes to that.
I mean, maybe some of them. There were definitely some of them who I'm like, don't fucking call me, don't talk to me. I don't want to see you anymore.
Right.
But most of them, it's like I still talk to regularly. We still see them on Facebook, still check in on what they're doing and all that stuff. So getting out of the Marine Corps was kind of sad. It's like you're telling everybody, it's like bittersweet. You like have your big last, like, oh, it's Tom's barracks party tonight. You tie your boots together and throw them over the power line. You do all that shit. Yeah.
I don't think I didn't sleep probably for the first 3 days.
Really? I probably slept
like the night before I got out, the night I got out, and the next night, I was just so amped. No parole. I didn't have anything else pending. I didn't have nothing else in my way. I dropped that mentality, killed my ego, left all that bullshit in prison, man. That was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a big. You decided to make a lot of changes, kind of all at once.
Cut my hair, like I said, man. I had hair.
It's probably a lot. Your body's getting used to not being in prison anymore.
You know what I'm saying?
Your mind's getting used to not being in prison anymore. Your mind's getting used to this new version of yourself that you're trying to be. Yeah, like I could see how that would be.
I've kind of always been who I am, but POME, man, product of my environment, man, straight up, and it ain't no excuse, but shit, when that's all we was had to deal with, shit.
Yeah, I mean,
had to make my way through that shit.
That's hard to overcome, man. I was we threw my wife a little surprise birthday party. I don't remember if I told you about that or not. A couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my family was there. My aunt was there. She listens to the show. So what's up, aunt?
What's happening?
What's up, Aunt Chris? She was like, because anytime you ask me like, oh, where'd your mom go to high school, or how old's your dad, or whatever, I'm like, I don't know. So she's
Auntie
like,
snapping on you.
Well, yeah, she's like, you don't know anything about our family, and we got to tell you some stories. So they start telling me these stories. And it's like,
okay.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you any of them, because it's like, oh, remember that time we went camping with Dad, and anytime they would talk about something, it turned into like, oh yeah, that was the time he like beat the shit out of us really bad,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like one of those things, like
okay,
bad not like discipline. Not like discipline switching, like, bad stuff
off the handle.
So
shit.
it's like anytime they talk about their childhood, that's what it turns into. So it's like, I'm not gonna ask any questions, man. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want, like, it's just. So I mean, the product of their environment thing. It's like
you get.
I mean, it's amazing that I had the childhood that I did.
Right,
between my mom's childhood and my dad's childhood, like, it was like. It's incredible. It's incredible that I went through my childhood just like not afraid of the world at all, Like, just
salute to your parents.
Yeah, like
on that. Salute to your parents.
Happy as hell, not really wanting for anything. I didn't have Instagram at the time, so I didn't know that I needed to be jealous of people going on vacation to Belize.
Salute to your parents for that
stuff. But yeah,
like, did you grow up with a lot of black kids?
No.
Or you said not till you even got to high school, right?
No, not really. Yeah, even in high school, not really that many.
Okay.
Yeah. In the Marine Corps, there's some black dudes.
Probably not out there, and probably not then. And in your high school.
No, I think more than anything, there's probably like more Sudanese refugees at the high school that I went to
from Air Park, because they all
at the time. I hear that has changed.
Yeah, it has. It has.
But, yeah.
Well, that's the difference. I went to Lincoln High, man, where it was. If I'm gonna go out on a whim, when I was at Lincoln High in the '90s, it was probably about 85% black. But wouldn't have been a culture shock to you at all. Lincoln High, I think right now they have over 60 different languages in that building alone.
Damn.
Yeah, they win that award every year as far as, different ethnic
diversity.
Groups. Yeah, diversity, man. It's always Lincoln High. They're always in the top nationally in high school when it comes to that. So that's the high school I went to. Then what was it? Southeast. It would have been Southeast back then, where we could literally count how many black dudes was at that school, man. Literally.
Yeah, there wasn't even really any black kids or anything in my neighborhood.
Belmont, there wasn't. Not even when I was growing up. Like I said, we didn't go to Belmont. There was no reason for us to go out there. I don't even think I knew anybody in Belmont. But I wouldn't say Belmont had the reputation Havelock and Capitol Beach and Sheridan had. Like Havelock, Capitol Beach, and Sheridan, we wasn't allowed.
They still kind of do have a little bit.
It's still like that.
I don't think that's necessarily true anymore. Like Havelock, I don't think Havelock's a bad part of town.
Not a bad part of town now, but Havelock was very racist. Yeah, this is factual.
I guess. Yeah.
That was the Irish part of town, and there's still a lot of Irish descent out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Havelock was very, 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 very racist, man, and it was known for that, and it's still known for that.
Yeah, I could see how we would have different.
Like our parents
different reasons. We were
literally told not to end up in Havelock or Capitol Beach. If I had a nickel for every time my mom or my pop would tell us that, don't end up out there. We knew that shit.
Damn.
Belmont was just like no man's land. That was like, that's where the city ended. Yeah. There was nothing else then. There was nothing else past Superior.
Yeah, now
Superior was a one-way, one lane, 2-lane road. That was it.
Now there's a bunch of trailer parks out there. Me and my wife lived in a Belmont trailer park for a while after I got out. When we got back to Lincoln, she was living in like one of those like half a trailer things, like one bedroom. The kitchen and living room are all the same room, like a It's like a 200 square foot, like just half of a trailer. So we were both living together in there, and honestly, that wasn't that bad. It was like $300 a month, chilling. There was enough room until I got a dog. Pretty much, she just had the 2 Chihuahuas. Yeah, she just had the 2 Chihuahuas. And then I, like, the day after I got out, I went and got my lab, and he's like literally like busting through the front door. He busted the screen out on the front door. There's no room for him at all. You know, so then we started looking at a bigger place, and then we got a brand new like full size trailer in Belmont, and that thing was kind of nice too. It was like $700 a month. Nobody's ever lived there before. It was 2 bedroom, 2 bath, had a pretty big kitchen, decent living room. It was just like it's kind of weird to live in a big long house like that, but that was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty nice.
Hey man,
the only time it was stressful was when there was a tornado.
Right.
Trailer parks get a bad rap, is all I'm saying. I was living in a trailer park when I was making good money.
How much was it?
How much was rent?
Yeah.
It like $700.
So
for 2 bedrooms, 2 bath.
I've seen them $550, $600 to $10,000, and the things you can do with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, trailer parks get a bad rap, but if it's a tornado, you do got to get the fuck out of it.
I mean, if you got the money, I mean, you can 2 or 3. I've seen my brother-in-law.
Man. Yeah, you can stack them up and shit. Up, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, don't discount the trailer parks,
man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Our neighbors were kind of weird. We did have
that's what comes along with a trailer park.
We did have some kind of weird neighbors. We were I like to think we were pretty normal. We were maybe we were the only normal ones there. I don't know.
Yeah, y'all probably didn't belong there.
Maybe it was weird that we were there. Maybe we were an anomaly.
Yeah, y'all probably didn't, but they was probably watching y'all as much as y'all was watching them.
Probably.
I see you watching me because I'm watching you.
Well, and I had to dress like a cop too. That was when I was working that armed security, so like I had like the cop shirt, I had a badge, I had a belt with a gun on it, you know.
Yeah, you was fucking with them.
Yeah, probably. Maybe a little bit, but it was nice, man. It was nice. So after you got out of prison, you just went back to your parents' house? What'd you do?
Nah, man. I hate to even admit this, and sometimes I even forget. I was married before.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was a real toxic situation for me, man. So that was the first thing I had.
Did you want to tell that? Did you want to tell that story when you went and got your shit?
Oh, that day
with that guy from barber school
with my gay homie.
Yeah, did you? Yeah, I think you. I
don't think I've ever really told that story out loud yet.
No, I think last time you told it to me.
I told you, right?
Yeah, you told it to me, and you told me to remind you.
Oh yeah,
on the show.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Shout out to the gay homie Dylan, man. The gay homie Dylan, man. I used to tell him he looked like the varsity quarterback, man. He got the chin, the jaw, and shit, right? Like we was all together the night before, and he lived next door to my wife now, Jana. So, we were all cool. We all used to party together and shit. So I'm like, damn, I need to take somebody with me so I can go get my shit so I can, finally make this official, right? So I'm like, damn, ain't nobody else here but Dylan. So I'm like, bro, hey. He's like, fuck yeah, I'll go with you. So I'm like, shit, man, we rolling up and we rolling over there, man. I go in and I start packing my shit and she's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You can tell he's gay. You know what I mean? He's flaming. so I'm like, yo, I'm up out of here, man. I just can't do this shit no more, man. Long story short, so she starts throwing my shit out. And he's just catching them. He's just catching my shit, throwing it in the trunk and shit, man. And I'm trying to stall her out, man. And by the time I get all my shit, everything that I could take, I get outside. I'm like, let's roll, dog. She's like, what are you, fucking gay now? I was like,
and you're like, yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it, man. I'm up out of here, man. I'm the fuck up out of here. Yeah, so we riding back. He's like, man, I was ready to bang. That is the roughest, toughest gay dude I've ever known in my fucking life, man. That motherfucker was ready to bang that day. I don't give a fuck.
He was gonna throw down with
I'll call him today if I get him some shit, man. That shit was hilarious, man. I don't think I've ever really told too many people that story. Yeah.
What are you gay?
Gay homie Dylan. She said, what are you fucking gay now? Cause I had cut my hair. I totally
came out
changed.
Different. Came out different, man.
I know no more Dickies. You know what I mean? I went, I wouldn't say skinny jeans, but I'm a slim dude.
Polos. Tucked in polos.
You know what I mean? I was a barber. I was becoming a professional barber. So I wanted to look like a professional barber. So, you know, I was blowing everybody away, man. Everybody was like,
suspenders.
What the fuck? Not quite suspenders.
Urkel style?
Not quite.
No, I'm just talking
I
shit.
cleaned it up, though, dog. I cleaned it up.
I'm just talking shit.
I mean, compared to where I was from, yeah.
And you know what? Urkel styles,
I would rock that.
That might even be cool now.
Yeah, with some fresh Adidas, you know what I mean? No suspenders.
Yeah, man, you might be.
I'm a slim dude, man. I can do a lot. I can do a lot.
Urkel style is in right now.
Yeah, man. But I'm blowing everybody away with what I was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, change is law, change is real. And I was making for damn sure that it was gonna be real for my sake. So everybody was blown away by my look, by my attitude, just the different way I walked and everything, man. Brand new friends. Like I said,
that's good, man. You did what you needed to do for sure.
Hell, fuck yeah.
Damn.
Still doing what I gotta do.
It definitely worked out. I would say, not to speak for you, but seems like it worked out to me.
Man,
so far.
Just looked in the mirror.
Yeah, hey, there you go.
Gave me some love, man.
Hey, you got to do that sometimes.
I gave me some love the other day.
Sometimes you got to tell. If you don't say you're doing a good job, who's gonna?
I'm a bad motherfucker, man. I'm a bad motherfucker. I had to face a whole lot when I got out of prison, man. It was more than just, happiness of getting out.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of fucking fucked up moments, man. Where
there's probably a lot for you to repair.
Yeah, to repair, and a lot of people didn't want to accept the new light that I was in. And not to say like I was famous or anything, but my light, my shine.
Yeah.
They didn't believe it. They wanted to test it. You know what I mean? They wanted to call me out on it. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, fuck all that shit. You know what I mean? From relatives to even some of my children, man.
Mm-hmm.
But even to this day, none of them, they gonna have to respect me near or far.
Yeah.
Cause the tree is growing and it ain't falling down no time soon. If y'all don't see that 11 years afterwards, almost 12, that it ain't real, you gotta stay away forever then.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who you are. I don't care who you are to me.
Sure.
You question my movement, we ain't no more love, period.
Yeah, 11, 12 years is a long time to do something.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a long time to do anything.
And y'all still on that bullshit, and y'all the same mentality, man.
I mean, I can see somebody being skeptical.
Okay,
like,
I get it.
Yeah,
but at
first, for sure. Like, okay, I've heard
after so long, when
I've
see
heard
a motherfucker,
there's a little bit of I've heard this before.
Okay, I get it. I know what I did.
Right, and that's a big thing too. Like like coming out, even understanding that. Like I understand that you're going to be skeptical. I mean, I think that even is some growth probably.
But don't be trying to chop me down.
Right. Yeah.
Don't be trying to chop me down. I'm like I just said the other day.
Yeah, you can be skeptical, but supportive.
I don't need you to remind me about what I did. I was the first motherfucker to know.
Yeah,
you dig what I'm saying?
Like, yeah.
I was the first motherfucker to know. So go to fucking hell with that shit. I did the fucking time. You know what I mean? When I hear kids come in here, yeah, my dad was always in prison. Man, fuck you. Shut the fuck up. He was in prison. He was out here eating fucking cereal and watching cartoons in your drawers. How the fuck did that affect you? Don't use that shit as a crutch with me, bro. Don't do that shit. I did the fucking time. Yeah, I know, okay, y'all were sad because I was there. But I did the fucking time. I had to go through that shit. I had to live that shit. I had to endure that shit. Bloodshed, tears shed, all of that fucking shit. So don't be trying to throw my shit at me. I'll fucking chop your ass down. Like I said, I was the first motherfucker to know. I was the first one there. Fuck you gonna tell me?
Yeah. Hey.
I kind of snapped a little bit.
That's all right. I just don't really have anything to add, man.
And then that shout out to everybody who feels that way.
Yeah, man. I think you nailed it. I think that's just some good shit to say about probably anything. You know, that's not even just prison exclusive. That's just some real life shit. We're talking about some real life shit.
Real life shit, man. Let a motherfucker live, man. If he's proven that he's proven, then leave him the fuck alone.
Well, and if you're so say, somebody wronged you, they went to jail, they came out, you're worried they're going to be the same. All treating them like they're going to be the same is going to do is make them be the same again.
You're going to perpetuate the behavior.
You know? Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. But at the same time, sometimes there is also nothing you can do. Like
there are those guys.
Yeah, like we had a family situation where it's like seemed like everything was going right, and then all of a sudden someone's a fugitive from the law.
There are those guys, man.
Like sometimes I don't know, and I think it's situations like that make everybody skeptical about every situation. Yeah, Yeah, you can say this, but so and so's sister said the same thing, and she did this. Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, and then when I tell people I've been there 3 times, they're really like, But I've known dudes who've been in the penitentiary 9, 10.
Well, there's some dudes.
Times.
There's some dudes that go there fucking 1 time and never leave.
And never leave. So you dig? And the big one.
There's some people that have been in there 3 times for
petty shit
stuff. Maybe they arguably shouldn't have been in fucking prison for. So I don't know the amount of time in prison or the amount of because it's like. I don't know. We don't need to talk about the whole justice system, but it's like people people make their careers on putting people in jail for a long time.
For a long time.
It's like oh, this is one of the best prosecutors in the world because he got a 15-year conviction.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, and it's like
there's a reason for that.
Did it need to be that long of a conviction? I don't know. But when it's just I don't like the situation when someone's like personal financial gain is staked in it. Like someone's career is staked on them being able to make me go to jail for a really long time.
It's I don't know how much he gets paid or anything, but I'm sure he makes a lot here in Nebraska because for one, we don't have any pro teams. We don't have any other sources of revenue other than farming and
fucking prison.
A few concerts here and there, but
and wheel tax.
Who that's a whole nother fucking thing, man. But yeah, because of that, you know what I mean? Most of their slavery comes from prison. Like I said, they make clothes. Like I made a joke about it in the toilet paper shortage. I'm like, no, they got toilet paper. They got a fucking building worth of toilet paper over here at Cornhusker State Industries. So everybody was like, Cornhusker State Industries, what is that? I was like, oh, y'all don't know what Cornhusker State Industries is, do you? Bro, they make furniture. They make clothes, office furniture, church furniture. They make toilet paper. It's 1-ply. But it's toilet paper.
Hey, better than nothing.
It's better than nothing. You know what I mean? And that's the toilet paper they use in prison.
We use a bidet though.
Okay.
At my house, that shit. If you're not using a bidet yet, do it, man. Do it. It's real nice. Splash. It's weird at first. It's weird at first. We don't have the hot water hooked up to ours, so it's cold.
Is it a steady flow? Or
it's a steady flow, dog, and that shit will go to 10, man. Like that shit, it's a little power wash. Yeah. And at first it was weird.
Yeah.
But now, dude, it feels fresh. I'm just saying, it feels fresh.
Can't be no worse than the massage I had.
Try it out. I don't know what brand we have, but when we do, I'm gonna tweet at you for a brand deal because I'll plug you on the show. It's like Tushy, I think. I think it's a Tushy bidet. Hey Tushy, I'll plug you everywhere.
Was it the button? Is it the joint?
Nah, dude, it's just like a little dial, man. It's like a little dial, and you can control the speed and stuff. You can control the temperature too, but like I said, we don't have the hot water.
Shit.
We don't have the hot water hooked up to it. We just do it cold.
Hey man.
But it's good. Anyway, Cornhusker State Industries.
Cornhusker State Industries. Yeah, they make everything in there, man. And I remember one particular day I was, I don't know why I was down there. I think I had to go to mental health or some fucking shit or something, man. I was doing some crazy shit. But I remember walking by the shop, and this is a massive fucking building. Like I said, a lot of people can't see the back half of the prison. It's fucking huge. But I see Husker Red. And you know Husker Red, I know Husker Red. This ain't just any old red. This is
it's bright.
Fucking Husker Red. So I'm like,
it's trademark too. Don't be using it.
Yeah.
Shit.
So Husker Red is real. Look it up, Husker Red. So I'm like, hold the fuck up. Like, what's going on, bro? He's like, oh man, yeah, they making all the seats for then when they were doing the east side of the stadium before it was even erected yet. They had all the seats and they used the inmates to do this shit. So I'm like, me knowing me. I'm trying to dig in. Yeah, man. Every state office building that you walk in, downtown, wherever in the city, everything, the art on the wall, the furniture, the rugs, everything was made by an inmate.
Yeah.
And this is the fucked up thing about it is I was too violent to get work release, but I was cool to get work detail, which I couldn't go get a real job. I had to work for the state. $225 a day, but I was down at the state capitol. That was my job. I got out every morning at 5 a.m. I go down there and grab a bucket, grab my little garbage picker thing. And I'm from Lincoln, Dog, I'm everywhere. You know, I know this neighborhood. I'm 2 blocks away and shit, doing shit. You know what I mean? I'm blowing weed. I'm eating burritos, McDonald's sausages and shit. You know what I mean? And I take my bucket and shit and I walk back down and I walk around the state capitol all day and just cut the grass and shit like that.
Right on, man.
Then they had the across the street from there, they had everywhere you see them dudes in gray and shit, those are work detail. Basically, modern day slavery. If you're a mechanic and you're in prison, they'll try to keep you off a work release and have you work detail where you're preparing cars for like single parent mothers and shit. There's a garage down there full of inmates that are certified mechanics, man, but they're too violent or whatever, or their points ain't up, or their time ain't long enough to be put on work release. Right. So they slave your ass in
Cornhusker State Industries.
Cornhusker State Industries. It's a real fucking place. They make modular homes back there and everything.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn, that's just crazy.
Slavery.
Yeah, pretty much.
Slavery. So.
Yeah, we can probably do a whole episode on that.
Yeah, a whole episode.
But yeah, it's like an hour 10. I think we're good to call it here. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, like our videos, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We're on TikTok too. We do pretty good on TikTok actually.
I ain't hip yet.
I guess I don't really know what pretty good on TikTok is, but it's like we get like 600 views per shit I put up there. It seems all right. It's better than Instagram. I'll tell you that Instagram, they want your money though.
Yeah, I got a lot of stranger danger on Instagram. Probably from TikTok.
Yeah. So anyway, hope you guys have a good week. We'll see you guys on next Tuesday.
Holla.